Last video for tonight, and due to time constraints, I'll have to move through this one quickly, so I apologize if I sound a little awkward at times, but it's getting almost about 3 o'clock in the morning. Need to go ahead and wrap this up. Want to do one more Lost 45 from Billboard's Hot 100 of November 25th, 1972. Let me bring that up for you right now. Billboard's Hot 100. It is the Wackers. Very tongue-in-cheek name. The song is called Day and Night at number 76, up from 85 the previous week on Billboard's Hot 100. The Wackers, they formed from the ashes of a group called Roxy back in 1970. Two members of Roxy, songwriter Bob Segarini and Randy Bishop, a multi-instrumentalist. They disbanded Roxy and they formed this new band. They teamed up with a guitarist named Michael Stull, who left the band later on, a couple of years later, and they teamed up. And then further down the road, they teamed up with a bass player and a drummer, and they put out their first album, I believe it was in 1971, called Wackering Heights, produced by Gary Usher. Gary Usher produced their first two albums. Gary Usher, he manufactured the Hondells. Remember the song Little Honda? That was Gary Usher's project. The song was written by Mike Love and Brian Wilson, but it was Gary Usher who assembled some session musicians, and they did a version of Little Honda by the Hondells, although the Beach Boys came out with a competing version at the same time back in the fall of 1964. But Gary Usher, he also produced the song, that wonderful psychedelic record is so lovely. I so highly recommend it. My World Fell Down. I think it was Terry Melcher, Bruce Johnston, and Glenn Campbell might have sang lead on that record. Sagittarius, My World Fell Down, produced by Gary Usher back in the summer of 1967. Well, he produced the first two albums by the Wackers. Now, after their first album, they moved to Canada. They recorded their second album in Montreal. And the song was called Hot Wax. One of the songs they did on that album was a cover of John Lennon's "Oh My Love." And they went to some personnel changes afterward, and they recorded their third album called Shredder. And a drummer from April Wine, his name was Jerry Mercer, he played on some of the cuts off that album Shredder, and they came out with this record, Day and Night. The Wackers did. It was off the Shredder album, Day and Night. It peaked. It was a very big hit, though. A very small hit from the Obscure File. Went to number 65 on Billboard's Hot 100. It was only on Billboard's Hot 100 for 5 weeks. That's it. It came and it went. The Wackers with Day and Night. Billboard's Hot 100, November 25th, 1972.